Hey YouTube, Jason here. I well, had an interesting day today. I woke up and they'd shut my power off. No power. Um, so my plants missed their cycle. I guess they shut it off sometime last night. So my plants missed the cycle where they were supposed to get artificial light. So having a streak of bad luck. Um, I went and paid the bill. They shut me off because I forgot to pay. And so I just went and paid the bill. They said they should have the power on by midnight. So we'll see how that goes. But in the meantime, I just, I got to take the opportunity to show you what you can do when something like this happens. And I got to say I got lucky. It was rainy this morning, so I decided, since I'm growing all my plants in the basement, it's usually in the upper 40s, lower 50s in the basement anyway. So I figured, what could it hurt? I'll take them outside. It's really cloudy out right now, so I shouldn't have to worry about, hardening them off, because they're probably used to the cooler weather anyway. But it's kind of, they've gone without light for a while, and I got to do something. I got close to 70 plants that just, you know they they got to have their light. And so power company, I couldn't just tell them, oh, I got plants, you got to turn me back on. So I got everything paid. I got them supposedly coming to turn me on sometime before midnight. Could be an hour, could be 6 hours. I don't know. My lights are set to come on, well, they were set to come on around 3:30 or 4 o'clock. So they shut me off yesterday. Um, yeah, so they've pretty much gone a full cycle without light. And they weren't doing all that great before that. So I kind of got a little bit of a break. It wasn't that great of a day out earlier, and now it's slowly starting to get better. It's supposed to be about 58 degrees this afternoon, and it was down in the lower 50s earlier when I sat them out, so about 53. But it was also rainy and thundering, so I don't know. Thunderstorms are always good for plants, because it something about the nourishment in the rainwater. So I kind of got to, I got to look at the bright side. I got to let them have some real natural rainwater, which they haven't had. So that's one thing I'm happy about. And this is actually the first time that a lot of them have seen real sunlight. I've taken a few of them out before, but this is the first sunlight that a lot of them have seen, and it's pretty cloudy out too. So anyway, I'm gonna take you outside and show you the plants. I just want to babble on and tell you the reason why I've got them out. Normally I wouldn't have taken them out just yet, but I kind of got a streak of luck in the midst of my bad luck. So what's a guy to do? So I took them out, and I'm going to take you out back and show you. So here we are, guys. I'm outside, got my plants out here, and they're getting a little sun. The sun just started to pop out, so but let me take you in and show you something real quick. Now, this plant here, this is my early Siberian, and it's not looking all that healthy, but at the same time, see if I can focus in on it. Right there above my thumb, I've got flowers starting to form. So I'm kind of thinking about doing something to make this one stand up better, or at least start putting some roots out down around in here. I was thinking about taking this container and cutting the bottom out of it, and well, I'll probably have to cut the sides out, one of the sides out too, and tape it back together. But just to raise that container up a little bit more, so that it can start putting roots out. Kind of like what I did with the TP roll, only something a little bit, something with more radius. But here are all the plants. There's my sprayer that sat out all winter. I probably won't be using it next year, but we'll see. There's my strawberries. Strawberries are looking good if you can see them. They stayed green all winter long. I think the fact that I just came out the door and threw coffee grounds on them every morning probably helped. But anyway, moving on. These were my pride and joy, my pink ox hearts, and they're still alright. They're just growing a little funky. I don't want to mess with them too much, but they're definitely linky or leggy. But that happens. If I can just keep them alive till I can plant them outside, they'll do a lot better outside. I've seen these things do a lot worse and then come back from it. Going back to my pink oxheart production video, or it was something like that. This plant actually turned into that from being almost dead, and I transplanted it time and time and time again. So it'll come back, I'm sure. Cool. And of course, the star of the show, the cherry bombs. And I've not even pruned these. I mean, I cut the flowers off of it, and this thing's starting to put out just new growth all over. I can't stop this thing. So I'm starting to think azomite is awesome, but it was doing pretty good before that too. So something tells me that the power guy is not going to be here anytime soon. It's raining like crazy. Here, let me show you what it's like out front. Got a good little bit of water coming down. Looks like a little stream, and traffic passing by. But yeah, I don't think he's going to be here anytime soon. So well, we'll see. Alright, well, I got him back in. There's a light. You can see the lights are on. It wound up being about 8 hours. So, I took them out. They got a good, 2 or 3 hours of decent light. And then, of course, that storm hit. So, yeah, that kind of scared me for a little bit. I moved them in right before that storm hit. You can see I got my fly strip in here now. I actually have a couple flies. I had a little bit of problems with some gnats. Not sure if they were fungus gnats or if they were just regular gnats coming out of my worm bin that's pretty close, but yeah, I've been killing a few. So, but anyway, that's not what I'm talking about. But yeah, I've got the plants back home. The lights are on. I didn't put them in here the same way I took them out, so I've actually found a few new things, like my prairie fire peppers. I got sprouts. There's another one beside it, 2 other ones. I got 2 more sprouting. So things are looking good. And the light yesterday, the real sun probably did them some good. they probably needed it. So anyway, they're back on. Everything's back on schedule. Well, thanks for watching, and hopefully this is something useful. You know, it was a scary time for me, but everything's good now.